Alright. Live again. This is day 2 hackathon. I'm a little bit tired. My energy is low, so bear with me. I think I did a lot of more thinking than I have done in a while. I also been on this weird energy thing where I'm also doing Duolingo and learning Haitian Creole on it, and so I think I've just been exercising my brain more than I have as of late. Also too, when it's cloudy, for some reason I always feel a little bit weird, so tired. So it's a cloudy day and that's what's happening. Okay, where are we? So recap, yesterday all configuration attempts have failed for my VR project. And my goal was what did succeed was I did get a sample running. I was able to manage a locomotion experience as well as a general interactable experience, but they were both separate. And my goal was to have both interactables and locomotion in one of the sample scenes, particularly the new scenes that Oculus just released, just because those environments are really cool. For some reason, there's a conflict between the camera in those environments and being able to locomote. I have some theories on what I could do to debug that, but that could take another couple hours. So part of me wants to just do another last attempt, because I think that's what the nature of VR development is. You have to have a stubborn will, and there's always new ideas after you take a break and come back. So part of me wants to retry. I think there was a specific script that I was able to read through in the evening yesterday that I was I think this is what's stopping the camera from moving around in that sample environment. And I kind of want to just try it, but yeah, there's complications also too with building it. If I wanted to test it out, I have to build the app every single time. I know that there's the possibility of using AirLink and being able to preview what you just changed in Unity preview scene by leveraging AirLink. Unfortunately, every time I leverage AirLink on my computer, it just crashes everything. So that's not an option. And I've tried a lot of different ways and it's just not working. So I think maybe it's my laptop's too old, or the Rift program, even though it's completely updated, it just doesn't want to do it. So I have to run an app. And so yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And as you can see right now, I'm watching the VRTK video. So Stone Fox sent me this video. It's 15 minutes of all the setup stuff, which is again, I was just too lazy to sit down and follow. I thought I could really simply do it. So that's what I'm putting together right now. And I'm kind of writing the instructions as well, so I can just go and implement it. You can follow along, but sometimes there's some parts of it, building the scene and things like that, that I don't need to sit in that and so this is the meat or the details for me that I'm gonna, now that I've watched it and seen it in context of how it works, now I can just start to implement it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm halfway through the video, and I'm just gonna do that. And since I know there's gonna be a lot of waiting time, I'm just going to watch the video as I'm building it. So that way you have something to do and you're not just looking at me. All right, cool. So let's do that. Sorry, I'm on Twitter. So that was built for, I think he was on 21. I think it works for 21. So let's go ahead and try the 2021 Unity again. I'm a bit nervous because that also crashed yesterday just by me implementing the XR plugin system. I probably did it in the wrong order. Maybe that's why. So let's just try that again. This was the one that crashed, but let's just try it again, see what happens. So it's loading here. Yeah, my brain is and then while that's loading, I can watch some more of that video. think I should be able to play it on here, just because I hope he doesn't come after me for licensing. I'll play the video. Okay. We just get to the source of it.
Pick the packages you wish to import into your project.
Okay. And this is where like the devils gets in the details for me. It's like
plugin framework, the tracked alias.
So I got that. I got the list of all the things to put just to enable this prototype.
We can do that by going to game
Let's see if
object,
I can get closed captions.
Tilia, prefabs.
Okay, so it looks like in order to access Tilia, we then go into the game. Oh, you can go into the game object. There's a game object menu, and then package configure. Okay, let me just write that down just so I don't have to go back to the video to refer to it. So basically so far it says what you need to do is just basically go into the project settings, first the package manager, and install the XR plugin manager for their system from there, and then go into, we can do that right now. So now that it's up and running, we're going to go to package manager, and I think that's under, oh yeah, so this is in 2020, so it looks like the menu's a lot changed from the 2019 version. So if you go to window, package manager, and then from here, we're going to add the XR plugin. A part of me wonders why this is why it crashed you, because I technically didn't start to put the XR plugin from this particular step. I don't see an XR plugin here. Ugh. You know why? Because I don't think this has the VR package. Yeah, this is for 2D. What happens if I put VR? Or XR plugin. XR management. No. So you have to kind of, I guess you have to add VR from the start of the project. So I'm going to do new project. I'm going to press 3D and VR. And I'll download the template as well. Ramp up, VRTK ramp up, I'll say that. So that's going to be the new name for this project. And I'll go ahead and create it. And here we go, we're loading again. So while that's happening, I'll continue with the video. So it looks like, let me make sure this is 1080. It's hard to kind of see. It's weird that it keeps auto-generating at like 480, 360 for me. So game object, Tilia, prefabs. Let me get that down. Oops. Tilia, prefabs, camera rigs. And then there's two. There's looks like tracked alias, which I think is the controllers, and then Unity XR plugin framework.
In our project, we want to bring in the Unity XR plugin framework. Click that, and it adds the prefab to.
Okay. So it looks like it's using a little bit of Unity input system or plugin. I guess all of them do.
The scene. We will also use the tracked alias, as it is a nice habit to get into. Again, going to game object, Tilia, prefabs, camera rigs, tracked alias. The tracked alias enables us to track multiple camera rigs in our scene, making it very easy to develop cross-platform. We need to configure our tracked alias, expand elements, and grab the Unity XR plugin framework game object, drag it, and drop it into the elements, and it will add it to the list.
Okay. So this section, this is where we get into those little minute details that needs your full focus. So I'm going to dedicate a full focus attention when we get to that part. I'm assuming. I could be wrong in the next section, but anytime I see things like this, like details, my brain gets averted. But it looks like it's okay because right now our scene just popped up. But it's like a necessary pain. You gotta do it. And then once you do it, it's like great. After that, it's really easy. Everything's just set up straight. It's just the beginning, details of creating a project, like creating a human or creating anything. You always got to put some upfront cost to it if you want to have smooth sailing long term. But if you try to take shortcuts, you end up paying for it in the end. Okay, so now we have a clean project, and we're going to go ahead and start. Looks like these are the templates here on the sides and documentation. Also, I should be referring to documentation half the time. But so we're going to go back to window. This time we should see in the package manager XR plugin. So we see now XR plugin management because we told Unity before we started the project that this will be for VR. So now it's offering us this package. I don't know why they wouldn't let you retroactively do it, but that's just me being critical out loud unnecessarily or entitled. I don't know. So it looks like there's a recommended version and it currently installed. I'll just do recommended just in case, and I'll go ahead and update. It looks like it's compiling it and comes with some samples. Cool. Maybe when we're out later, maybe I'll put it later. We might want to report as a sample, but I think at this point, next we'll just go to the buildings. We're gonna go to player settings. Again, I'm gonna change the name to Solo Hackathon. Day 2. And then make sure plugin management, OpenXR. The reason why I'm reluctant to use OpenXR is just because, well, first of all, I'm just doing a project that's going to be just for the Oculus headset. OpenXR is amazing if you, similar to a VRTK where it's like, you build, and Oculus is actually moving in this direction too. The infrastructure, if it hasn't already, is going to be built on top of OpenXR. So anytime you're building for OpenXR, you're basically building for more hardware devices than you are for, that can be the app or whatever you're building. You just code the project once and it'll be able to work on any other hardware device that also leverages OpenXR as a platform for building beyond just the Oculus hardware. So eventually other hardware that comes into the market, if you're as a developer, you don't have to now rebase or change your whole code just to work for that hardware, which used to be the case before. They call this like porting your game from one app to another, one platform to another. You don't have to do that now. You could just build once and it should work on any of the current existing headsets that leverage OpenXR. So that's really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and press Oculus. It looks like it's not letting me select Oculus, which is interesting. I'm not sure. I forgot in the video if OpenXR was one of it. So I'll actually let me go back to this video and see what that looked like.
Now let's create a simple scene containing package manager. Select packages, Unity registry, scroll down, find XR plugin management.
I didn't do Unity yet, so I just did like package manager. Oh, I didn't collect it. Oh, maybe that was the issue. That was a little detail. So now I'm going to do Unity registry. Okay. So I missed that little detail. So on Package Manager, there's a little drop down that gives you in project packages and also Unity registry along with my assets and built in. So I want to make sure that I'm on Unity registry. That's a detail that I missed. But it looks like it's still plugged. It still looks like it's still installed. So, okay.
Click install. We can now close the package manager and configure our Unity project for XR. Go to Edit, Project Settings, XR Plugin Management, and choose the headset you want to work with.
Yeah, so
For
that's
this
interesting.
example, we'll use Oculus.
Oh, you know why? Maybe it's not showing Oculus because I don't have the Oculus integration package in. So let me do that. Let me add the Oculus integration package. I think that's what I'm missing. I don't know if you can do. Can you add Oculus integration from this package manager? Let's try. Let's say Oculus integration. No. Oh, Oculus XR plugin. It says currently installed. Okay, let's just try it on the asset store. Because if Oculus package was here, it would show up as a folder under assets. So let's go to the asset store, which now kicks you off Unity. And I'm thinking too, the reason why they probably do this is because of maybe it's expensive, maybe it impacts the performance on Unity being hosted on there. So they're trying to lighten it in a trade-off for the new things in 2021. Unity asset store. So Oculus. Ooh, they have a movement systems tutorial. $20. I'm gonna put it together. Okay. Open in Unity. I don't know what this means. Okay. So opened it. It located it for us in the package manager. I guess it's under my assets. It's saying it's already downloaded, but is that this? Import. Ooh, whoops! I hope this isn't important to that particular folder. Let me just cancel it just in case. Import. Okay. Yeah, for anyone joining or who just joined, just know my energy is low. I'm just like tired. Apologies for that. So today I'm just working on the VRTK and installing. So I'm gonna have to reinstall all the Oculus integration stuff, which is great. You just have to do this for every new project you open in Unity. And it looks like there's now a new way to do that. There's now this new. It used to just be you import it through the asset store and then you go to file and change your project settings under XR plugin management. But now it looks like there's this new step. We're going to package manager. And it's not easily searchable. Ooh, you can just download a chess piece and import. Oh, this is going through my stuff. So I guess it's already just taking it from whatever I already have on my computer. So once we download that, then I would go back into project settings to kind of see, hopefully the Oculus option opens up. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see what the reviews look like for this. Actually, it has 3 stars. I'm not good. Let's see. View full details. What are the different types of reviews people get? Unity crashes when I try to import this package. I can do nothing about it. It's okay. Looks like a lot of people have issues setting it up. Hence the lower reviews than normal. Okay, so I'm going to also just find my thing. Okay, cool. It looks like it's. Oh, hey. Hey, Stonefox. I think you can't have OpenXR and Oculus installed together. I think now if you have OpenXR installed, then Oculus is that by default. You don't need Oculus integration package. Oh, I don't. So I guess I was struggling because when I started a new project, I'll just say yes. Let's see the base slide. So you're saying should I press use OpenXR? The thing is, when I went into my project settings, it didn't show the option for me to select Oculus like it showed in your tutorial. And so that's what kind of was confusing. Okay. Should I select use OpenXR or should I just cancel? Sorry, I'm just like asking you why you're here. I feel like that's probably gonna block certain things. Okay, I'll just cancel. Okay, so let me go. Okay, I have to restart it. Upgrade. Restart. Upgrade all the things. Yeah. Yeah, so like in your video when you go to XR plugin enable Oculus X feature must be enabled in OpenX feature groups to support utilities. Do you want to enable? Cancel. You can enable Oculus feature in XR plugin management. Okay. So I think maybe it was gonna do it for me. So I'm just go to is it project settings? Yeah. Yeah, so weird. I don't have Oculus as an option. That's different. So I don't know if it's gonna change things. What if I unclick it? Oh, there we go. I just unclicked it. All right, Oculus. Cool. All right, yeah. The brain. Okay. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that we've had that set up, we can go ahead and build the scene. The game object. I'm gonna put a plane, and I'm gonna put it. I don't know. Sometimes it goes in the right spot, but sometimes it doesn't. So I'm gonna put it in 0, 0, 0. It's interesting, this new background. Oh, I'm in a sample scene, that's why. I don't want to be in a sample scene. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new scene. So an XR plugin with their plugin. You have both ticked. Yeah, I did untick it. I think there's probably a delay. Okay, cool, thanks. Okay, so basic built-in. I'll just do the basic because that's what I'm normally used to. So now it gives you an option on like, wow. To begin using a template, create a template from an existing senior project. Oh, word? Create to see scene template documentation. Oh, cool. This would have been helpful yesterday. Okay, well, I'll just use this one though, because that's what I know. Just for the sake of, again, do you want to save the changes you made? No, don't save. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create the scene. Now this part should be really easy. Plane, put it in 000. Great. And then I'm going to delete the main camera because this won't work in VR. I'll keep the lighting so I can see things. Oh shoot, how far am I from this? They move the little thingy. I'm so used to it being up here. Can I put it back? I liked it over there. Nah. Shoot. I'm gonna use the arrows to speed up my getting closer to the plane. All right, I think it was like build a table. Create empty. So just like a cube. Where is the cube? Oh shoot. Okay. I'll put that in 000 at the center of the plane. I'll move that up to be above it. And he had like a very organized way of doing this. So basically rename this to table. Yeah. Okay. And then, so I got the floor. I could rename that to floor. And then, oh, what did you put for a table? Let me, I'll just put another Zooey cube and then 3D object. Let's see, I want to do, what's a quad? Huh. Okay, object. Maybe I'll do a cylinder as a table. No. I don't want a cylinder. Wait, is it cylinder? Yeah, cylinder is flat. I'll do cylinder. So, actually, I'll make this the table because tables can be round. Cube. Yeah. Okay, and then so that's my scene, and then I'll import a Tilia package, and I think that was go to assets. Oh, the voice SDK. I'll take note for later. Asset. Where are you? Window? There we go. Asset store. Okay, search online. You know, it could just prompt the link to open when you click that. Yeah. Okay. So do Tilia. Oh, looks like I already have it. Cool. Is this the right one? Okay, yeah, package importer. So open in Unity, open link, and then I'm going to import, install upgrade, import all the things. Okay, cool. Oculus XR feature must be enabled in Open XR feature group to support Oculus utilities. Dang, I'm scared what this means. F it. I'm gonna enable it. I don't know what just happened. Let's do it. All right, cool. Okay, so I got the package importer in. Go back to my scene, and then we're gonna use Tilia to configure the player and the controller, the locomotion. So that's like the whole goal of this day, get that all working. So we're gonna go to Window, Tilia. Luckily it's there. I'm gonna open the package importer. We're gonna add the scoped registry, and I wrote this down, all the things I need to, because this off the top of my head, it wouldn't be the most intuitive for like what I would need in the scene. Like I would think I would need a pseudo body, but I guess we don't. I wonder if that's like for Avatar. I'm sure there's documentation. Thank you. I'll read that up. I think that's because you installed integrations. Probably fine to click enable. Okay, cool. So we'll do the XR plugin network first. Let's find that one. I'll just search it. XR plugin framework. And then we're going to do tracked alias. And then object pointer. So tracked alias was for the camera, being able to monitor all the camera rigs. Object pointer, I'm assuming that's like the pointer that comes from your hands. So when you point at objects, you could, or maybe you could teleport. Oops. And or pick things up from a distance. Pseudo body is for giving you a physics-based body that lets you climb up stuff, etc. You won't need it for simple teleportation. Okay, cool. I was thinking like maybe avatars or something, but good to know it's like for like actual action, like more complex actions. Yeah. And then input system, you need input system. So I think it's going to be leveraging that. The manager. Oh no, system. And then what else is there? Interactables. So this is, I'm sure, scripts that makes objects, you being able to grab or touch or interact with an object. And then teleport, the actual ability to get from A to B after selecting where you want to go. So teleporter. Okay, and I think teleport targets is like if you want to, I think I remember hearing or reading, if you want to snap to a specific distance, like if you want your users to, like, let's say if you're doing a movie theater and you want somebody's trying to change seats, you don't want them to accidentally land in between the seats. So like you would put targets, so, or just kind of keep them in one specific space. They can only point to or land in those directions. All right, so I'm gonna add all those selected packages. Oh, if you want to grab things from a distance, use the pointer interactor. Okay, so that's different from the object pointer. Okay. Money. I remember something. I use teleport targets in my one game, but one of my apps. But sometimes you can kind of figure out, but sometimes, yeah, it can be completely off. Because like some of the descriptions, and that's generally all development for a lot of these things. It's like not exactly clear what the functionality is because it could be a broad definition. A new scoped registry is now available in the package manager. Read more. By installing Scope, you might give third parties access to your data. Oh, hell no. NPM, I remember that. I remember that's JavaScript or something about console, command line or command prompt, leveraging NPM JS, something you would use. But I'm not sure why that popped up right now. Oh, it's leveraging NPM. Okay, probably what's happening. So should I enable it? Or should I just exit out? Okay. Exit out then. I don't need to do anything. Oh, shit. I should have read all the other actions. Okay, well. Oh, I can check that out. Let me see what other actions are there. Tilia. Interactable creator, package importer. Okay, so spatial simulator, a camera rig prefab, like view. Oh, great. So you can just click on view and you can get the definitions for stuff. So, maybe documentation. Add a prefab creator. Okay, I'm going down a rabbit's nest. Okay, I'm distracting myself. Come on, go back to the point. Okay, cool. But you can see all this stuff. Snap zones, combined actions, developer tools. Man, now I want to learn about all these stuff. Basic hands, collision fader. Imagine like when you go into something, it fades. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we did that. We added all this stuff. And now the next thing we do is we go to game object, Tilia, prefabs, camera rigs, and we both add the Unity XR plugin framework as well as the tracked alias. So we're going to do it one more time and go to Tilia, prefabs, camera rigs, and go to tracked alias. So now they're both in our scene. What happens if I press play? Nothing. Okay. And then that's where I've stopped writing. So let's see what to do next. Okay.
The first thing we need to
So now we need to set up the.
we will now add we need to develop cross-platform. We need to configure our tracked alias,
Yes.
expand elements, and grab the Unity XR plugin framework game object, drag it, and drop it into the elements, and it will add it to the list.
Okay, so clicking on, so drag it out of the prefab, and then clicking on it, we're gonna see in this inspector a place to add it, and I want to just be careful. So if we add it into tracked alias settings, where was that last?
Plugin framework game object.
I think he dragged it.
And drop it into the elements, and it will.
Oh, dragged into the element. Cool.
That is the tracked alias setup.
Wait, it says rig. It looks like you. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what this does. So, drag into the element. Okay, I did grab the wrong one. So I think I grab the Unity XR plugin framework and drag it into there. And rename it. Oh, hi. I don't think I can change it. So you've done it. Okay. Easy. Alright. Now do I delete the other thing or keep it up there? No, keep it up there.
XR generic mappings by going to the samples that we imported into the generic XR folder and dragging and dropping the Unity input system.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the project folder and drop down. It's under samples. Wait, that's weird. I don't have samples.
System generic XR.
I'll try that one more time. Okay.
Into the generic XR folder.
Oh, samples. What the heck? I need 7.xr samples. Okay. And that was for Unity? Registry, I think it was. And then XR plugin management. These samples, I'm imagining. Okay. Go to Tilia and put Unity input system in the package manager. Oh, whoops. Well, if that was the wrong thing to download. Go to Tilia input, not those samples. Okay, Tilia input Unity in the package order. So Tilia input, that's probably in my project. Okay. Let me write this down because it's good. Oh, shoot, my LED light is flickering. I think it's about to die. Because you red. Just keep the red. I wish I could change this color. Let me do. Okay. I can do a different light. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually want to write this down so that way I don't forget it. I don't know if you already have this written down, but so this next step, okay, so we're going to go to project folder. Samples, assets, samples, and then wait, did I import it? Yeah, I imported it, right? Okay.
And dragging and dropping the Unity input by going to the samples that we imported into the generic XR folder.
Samples that we've folded into the generic XR folder. Oh, so did I import the wrong thing? Window. Package manager. Tilia import. Oh, okay. Oh, I already did do it. Okay. And then we're gonna do. See, I already lost all that information in my head, but I think I'm also just tired. And dragging and dropping the Unity input system.
XR prefab into our scene.
Okay. Oh, it kind of went under as I'm gonna make its own thing.
prefab contains input actions for a generic XR controller, left controller, and right controller. We will now set up a pointer and teleport system. First of all, we need a pointer, and we can add that by going to Game Object, Tilia, Prefabs, Indicators, Object Pointers.
Oh, I like that. So you kind of made all these like configurations, prefabs as part of like a game object thing that you can just drag and drop in. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't remember. That's not what it was like before, right? So I feel like that's definitely like a cooler way to think about it is like you're drag and dropping functionality into it, leveraging the samples that we've imported into the project in and of itself. It's kind of like doing that work for you. Like you just made it accessible through the menu. Yeah, that's how it works now. Instead of a script, you add to it something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Now you just have a prefab that does exactly what you need. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Cool. Okay. So what was the next thing? Okay. So I think the question you asked was what I'm going to build. Oh, what am I building? Hybrid mask. So right now I'm configuring. That's been like my biggest blocker to like building anything. What I wanted to build originally was I was going to take the Oculus samples that they just published recently, like maybe a couple months ago, and take those environments, and I wanted to make those environments interactable. I'm not sure if that I'm going to see if I can still do it. I'm not sure if I can, because there seems to be something happening with the rendering of those materials of the environment in conflict with the camera. Like I can't take an outside camera in, so there's something about that camera that is in those samples that has like the special ability to see the environments, and then as well as adding locomotion to that environment, because I wanted to go and play with those stuff. And I think the script blocked being able to move around it. So I wanted to try to play with that and then make those environments like interactable, like, you know, all the objects that you can grab. I wanted to like throw it in the trash can and then like see like a score that goes up with every object that you grab and throw into like a recycle bin or something like that. See a score go up. So I just wanted to add like little fun things to that environment. That's what I was trying to build. That's my goal. Originally, I wanted to try like a anti-bias, like little exercise or experience. There's been some ideas that have been had for the last couple of years I wanted to try that I think like now getting humbled by the configuration system. Maybe I can do it now once I think with VRTK, I'm pretty much almost done. All right, I hope, or I should be. I wanted to do an experience where, so when I was working at a startup, I had a startup that was doing anti-bias training for companies, and a lot of the companies we spoke to, when we asked them like what are the biggest areas that they want to address for improving inclusive behaviors, or where they feel like is the areas that were a lot of bias was happening, probably unconsciously, and they commonly from these different companies was that meetings where different people were contributing at different levels, they wanted to balance that out more. They wanted to get more ideas from everybody at the table at the meetings. And also, since a lot of meetings were remote, a lot of teams were remote, they're obviously, we don't have this now in tech, but because, you know, like in tech companies, we use like video cams and stuff like that to have people remotely join a call or a meeting. But like obviously in these older, bigger companies that have been around for 50 years, they use something called like it's like this interesting 3-shaped like let me see what it's called. Let me see if I can find it. But it's like this like voice call machine meetings companies. So yeah. Like, let me see, it's a VoIP business phone. That's what it's called. Let me see if I can find an image of it. I think this is it, but it's like so let me share with you. I'm on so like, you know, these kinds of things, they have like sometimes, wait, where is it? this. So like they have like people joining in meetings like this, like and so there'll be several people who are on a call, like either they're like across the world doing all different things, and then when they speak, like they don't, it's like the people who are in the room, actually in the room, are they kind of are biased towards giving each other room to speak, but they kind of forget about the people who are on these calls. And so like what kind of exercises could we do to like help people be mindful about making sure that the people who are on these calls are able to participate and lend their ideas more equally. And so the solution I had for that was like basically like having a plant that sits next to that phone. Like if you're in VR, well, obviously if you're in VR, then hopefully everyone's in there with avatars, right? So that actually defeats the purpose a little bit. That kind of solves it. But, you know, I was thinking like in general, like, you know, because we also have these biases, not just with people who are not there, but also like people who just look different or, you know, who are more quiet and more whatever. So like, how can we make sure we're giving them attention? I was thinking like having everybody at the table have like a plant kind of thing where it's like a little small pot, and then everyone, when you talk, like when the meeting, everyone's talking or joining, or some people are talking, like as you're talking, your plant grows and grows and grows, and then eventually at the end will become like a flower or some kind of like surprise plant, and hopefully it would, one, encourage you to speak up and contribute and like grow your plant, but also two, like it helps give a visual, it makes people feel mindful in the moment, very mindful of who's speaking, who's not. You have that visual feedback in real time of who's speaking and who's not. I don't think this should actually be used in like real meetings, but I think as an exercise, as a training, it just helps you create the muscle to be mindful of everyone speaking and how they're contributing or not. There's some biases where like when women talk 50% at the same time as men talk, it's actually perceived to be like women were talking more than men. So like there's like little things like that. And so like how do we like have the visual data and real-time feedback of seeing how inclusive the meeting was, who contributed or not. And obviously some people also can't like, we also don't want to promote like bullshit like talkers, right? So there's like people who are just talking just to grow their plant. Like we want like good quality conversation. So and some people who are just not good at speaking in real life. Like sometimes they need time to process what has been said and they offer their ideas like in a written form. So I would still need to modify a lot of these things, but like that's kind of what I wanted to build. Points for speaking more to the plan. What do you mean by that exactly? Points for speaking more to the plan. Oh, no. So, like, those were two separate ideas. I think today, given how, like, much of a hurdle configuration has been, I just feel like, I was overly optimistic or overly confident about how fast I could get this done. So, I think I'm just going to stick to, like, just exercising, like, warming up. Let me just do a basic scoring system and get back into the habit of things. And then once I get going, then I'll work on like that idea. And luckily I still have a week of like not having to be at work. So I'll try to work on the idea later. What was the answer to your question? Let me know. But thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's go back to this project. Let's see how far I got along. What do I have to do next?
Have a choice of two.
Okay.
Now set up a pointer and teleport system. First of all, we need a pointer, and we can add that by going to Game Object, Tilia, Prefabs, Indicators, Object Pointers, and we have a choice of two. We will select Curved. With this object selected, we can see there are some settings that need to be set. First is the follow source, which is the source this pointer will follow. We just want it to follow our right controller. We can do that by using the tracked alias.
It just accidentally, when I imported it accidentally got imported as a child. So that's something to watch out to for people who are new to this stuff. Like, I guess when you're importing it, it's going to put it wherever your last selection was, your last interaction was. And so sometimes that can mess things up too. So just fixed it, took it out of the prefab and put it on its own line, it looks like. And then it looks like there's some configuration to do once we've imported that ability to point at objects.
Down to aliases, and we can see the aliases for the different elements of our VR setup. We just want to use right controller alias.
Okay, so under camera rig tracked, we're going to open alias, and within that, looks like we are going to sorry, I need to make this bigger so I can see it. I'm gonna rewind the last 30 seconds.
Follow our right controller. We can do that by using the tracked alias, by expanding down to aliases, and we can see the aliases for the different elements of our VR setup. We just want to use right controller alias. So with the curve pointer selected, we can drag and drop the right controller alias into follow source.
Okay.
Next, we need to set up the action that will act.
So we're going to open indicator, and we're going to drag and drop the right hand controller into the follow source. And
activate or turn on our pointer, and the action that will make our pointer select. We can use the XR generic mappings, and if we expand this to see our right controller, we will make this simple and have the thumbstick or touchpad touch activate or deactivate our pointer, and then pressing down on the thumbstick or touchpad to select. So in the activation action, we want to find right thumbstick and drag and drop right thumbstick touch to activation and right thumbstick press to selection.
Okay, so here you're just choosing which buttons you want to trigger the actions. So if you go to indicator options, so it's like follow source. I'm not sure exactly what follow means exactly so in this context, but activation, it sounds like if you're selecting something, the activating it, I guess, to be ready to be used or something, or hovering maybe. And then the selection action is like actually clicking enter. So you can choose the buttons on your right controller for what would be the trigger for that. So, and you can make those decisions from where did that come from? Where did you that pull from? Unity input, was it? Yeah, it was from Unity input. Also, too, like I think another way to to shortcut that, you can also just check from the options here. So like activation source, it'll like when you click that, it'll give you the list of available options that qualify or meet the requirement to be leveraged there. So it looks like he put, I mean, we can copy what they wrote. I think he did right hand thumbstick touch. So that's basically right hand thumbstick is this thumbstick right here. Oh, that's left hand. So this thumbstick right here. So it looks like when you touch it, and then when you press it, like pressing down on it, not down like down, but like pressing down on it directly straight down. It sounds like that's what press is. So I'll go ahead and put right hand touch as recommended for that. I think that was that. And then, so if you press this, and then right hand select, was it? Right touchpad, or was it right touch? Yeah, right touchpad press. Right thumbstick press. Okay, let me make sure that was actually right. Yeah, he put, for activation touch, and then for select action press. Yeah, that's what he did. Okay, cool. So select and activate. I think that's like how that you're selecting the sensitivity of when the action gets triggered there. Follow source is the object that the pointer will actually follow around the scene. Follow source is the object that the pointer will actually follow around the scene. So in this case, it's following your right hand. Okay. Following source. So it's following your hand. And that's the source of... Okay. And then you can get it to follow anything. Oh, but it doesn't have to do that. It could follow your eyes or your head or something. Or like your camera. Activation action is the button or action that toggles the pointer on and off. And then the select is the button that makes the pointer selection. So if you have a touchpad, a touch, and a thumbstick press, you probably want both to be thumbstick touch and thumbstick press. Yeah, because that would be weird if you like touch the right touchpad as the activation, but to select it, you did the left. That could get frustrating for users, if not yourself. Okay, cool. So it sounds like, and then, so that's for the right hand, and that's how we select and point to things. And I don't know if there was a grab there, but I will continue watching the video.
In our teleporter, by going
it's for teleporting.
Game objects, Tilia,
Oh, we're adding a teleporter now.
Locomotors, teleporter, and again we have two options of instant or dash. We will select instant, and that adds the teleporter prefab to our.
Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming so. Instant is like you clicked and it's like a frame drop, like when one like you blink and all of a sudden you're at that destination. And I'm thinking dash is like you are moving smooth. It's like a smooth locomotion to that area. Sorry, just like guessing these things. Oops, did I accidentally go into prefab? Okay, so let's go ahead and add that. Tilia, prefabs, locomotors. Oh, whoops, I'm inside of prefab. I don't know why they added that either. Maybe it's something that like when you get really, really into like something deep, like you're gonna need it. But okay, I wish I had the option to like, instead of automatically going there, defaulting to that. So we're gonna go to Tilia prefabs, and we're gonna add the locomotion options, teleporter, and we're gonna add instant first. It looks like, and again, it added it as its child, so I'm gonna probably take that out because I'm not sure if that's where it's supposed to be. Let me see what. Oh, maybe it's okay. It looks like it's okay.
I'll see. When our teleporter has been added, we need to set up some of the teleporter properties as well. So with our teleporter selected, we need to set the target. The target we want to teleport is our tracked alias's play area alias. So we can just grab, drag, and drop into target.
So camera retract, so you can play area alias target into. Okay. So going back to locomotion, it has the option for target, and we're gonna say play area and put it there. Let me see, what is play area alias? Drop down collections. What's that origin? Okay. I want to be control or like a remote control car. Oh shoot, that's not. So you can get the pointer, the follow source, to be a car that you remotely control. Oh snap! Now I want to make that game. I'm gonna add that to my interactive environment. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Take one of those objects and see if I can make it move. Okay.
And our offset is our headset alias. Again, grab, drag, and drop into offset. And finally, we need to set the camera validity to do camera fading. We can simply use the tracked alias scene camera. Okay,
so because my memory is bad, I'm just gonna like right now, just because I have low energy. So offset, we're gonna take. Where did it come from again? Camera offset. Shit, let me rewatch it. Sorry, my memory is like. Wait, I have short-term amnesia right now.
We need to set the camera validity
Okay, headset alias. Oh, you know what we could do? We could just drop it down. So on, where are we at? Locomotor. So offset, we just have to add a headset alias. So there it is. So you have two options. You can drag and drop it, or you can just look at the drop down list and see all the options you have available.
Fading. We can simply use the tracked alias scene cameras for this. So grab,
okay.
drag,
so
drop,
scene
offset.
camera fading. I'm assuming.
We set the camera validity to do camera fading. We can simply use the tracked alias scene cameras.
Okay. So when you're teleporting, sometimes people get motion sickness even from that, or it's just like an unnatural, like quick, you're there, like you blink and all of a sudden you're at that place that you just pointed to, which can feel a little bit weird. And so like adding a fade, I'm assuming, is kind of gives you like a sense of like you just transitioned to a nth of a degree to this new place. So like I think it's like one of those things where like it's slowly, when you enter when you teleport to a specific area and you arrive at that area, it slowly introduces itself, like versus like a quick snap and you're there. So it's just a little probably natural thing there. So camera validity was a fade. I think it was camera fader, but let me double check.
For this, so grab the scene cameras, drag
scene
drop
cameras
into camera validity.
Okay. So into camera validity, we're going to take scene cameras. Oh, but there's a lot of options. It's amazing. I don't know what camera fader is, but did I see some? I was just looking. So scene cameras. Okay, so we just added scene cameras, and then
that is now our teleporter set up. All we need to do is set up our pointer to use the teleporter when we make a selection.
Okay, so we're gonna probably add
back to the pointer, and then in the pointer event there is one called selected. So expand that, add a new event listener, and in here we want to drag our teleport object down into this box and then select the function to perform upon teleporting from the teleporter facade dynamic event teleport.
Okay.
That is it.
Let's see if I can remember how much I can remember of that. Okay, so we're gonna go do that. Teleport. I'm already off. Okay, so we go back, and that was object pointer. So you're gonna go to object pointer, and you're gonna check on selected. List is empty, so we're gonna add, and at runtime only. What's the other options? Editor and runtime. We're going to add locomotion. Let's not use that. I think it's probably locomotion teleport, but let's not. This is a function that's gonna call this first. I think it was locomotive teleport instant. I think it was the whole object. And then function, we're gonna transport teleport. Oh, I remember coding this. This was fun. Yeah. Let's double check this. Yeah, so locomotors dot teleport, yeah, and then teleport facade teleport. Okay.
Our pointer and teleporter are now set up, and we will be able to teleport around our scene. The next functionality we will cover is how to interact with this cube with our VR controllers. Firstly, we need to have interactors that can interact with things attached to our controllers. So in our right controller alias, with it selected, go to Game Object, Tilia, Prefabs, Interactions, Interactors, Interactor, and do the same with
interactions. Let me do that one more time, sorry.
With it selected, go to Game Object, Tilia, Prefabs, Interactions, Interactors, Interactor.
That's a handful. Okay, so with, dang, which one was it? Right controller alias selected. Okay. Under camera rig tracked alias. Right controller alias. What's that one? If you run your scene, you should be able to teleport around now. Okay. Wait. What is this last piece though? Are you sure? I can do it right this second. So let me try. Let's try it then. Whew. Okay. Then let me unlock my headset. Make sure OBS is on. OBS, I said OBS, ODH. All the acronyms. Device manager. I'll start casting when I export. File. Build and run. Someday, fun day is what I'll call this. Oh, select folder. What? Why does that mean select a folder? Cancel. What? File. Build and run. Okay. Oh, did I not switch to platforms? Build settings. Oh, whoops. Oh, good catch. I did not see that. I didn't realize that. This is why it's great to work with other people. I didn't notice that. I thought I did see it on Android, but maybe that's so weird. Well, maybe because I started another project and I forgot to switch it. But I can't cancel it now, huh? If you run your scene, you should be able to teleport around now. The rest of it is just interacting, picking stuff up. You may also need to update your XR plugin management settings. Oh, Lord. I feel so tired. Okay. Thank God for this live stream, because I would have been sleeping by now. Because when you switch off, you sometimes forget to set up XR. Oh, interesting. Of course it does. Everyone's forgetting today. Oh, man. So what else I want to talk about? You know what? I'll have to say too. I was talking to a friend of mine who, she was like, because I've been like very burned out the last month, and I wanted to be like, I wanted to get back into stuff. I just didn't have any momentum, or not motivation, because I just felt so tired. So I didn't have capacity to like create or do things. Like I just wanted to do nothing, but at the same time I was doing everything. So, and I would see like all these people creating stuff and doing stuff, like making videos and sharing knowledge. I was like, dang, I would get excited to do it. But the second it became like, okay, I need to implement it, I just didn't have any willpower. Like I just lost it. And I think having that conversation with her, she was telling me, she was like, well, I was like, I told her, I was like, after this month, I was like, I feel like I'm finally 50% of the way there. I just need to heal another 50%, and then I could like start going back into this stuff. And then she was like, Karma, I think the other 50% is in the creating. Like, don't wait until your energy's back to start creating. She was like, the creating part will bring your energy back. And I was like, oh, dang, that's interesting. So I did that. I plugged in a keyboard on Wednesday, and there's like a certain song that I've been wanting to practice playing. If you guys know Pixies, "Where's My Mind," I just feel like that's my theme song for the last 5 weeks. And so there's a piano cover of that song. I'd play it now, but I don't know if it's gonna be licensed for infringement. And so I don't know. I just been wanting, that song's been stuck in my head. So I started playing that song and started learning, and that got really like that. Definitely gave me juice. It gave me 10% of something where I like had more energy. And I'm like, oh, I got really excited in that moment. Or like once I pushed past the lack of motivation to actually sit down and do it, like once I started doing it, like I just felt like this electricity. I was like, oh shit, it's a creativity energy. And then I was like, okay. And then like I've been doing Duolingo, so learning Haitian Creole on Duolingo because they just launched that class, and I've been wanting to learn Creole for like 2 years. My dad is Haitian, and he passed away 2.5 years ago, and ever since I've been wanting to like, I want to be able to stay connected to the culture, and I want to be able to go back and visit Haiti. But like now that I don't have him as an interpreter or a translator, I want to like at least learn enough of the language so that way I can navigate. And so I've been using Duolingo now that they launched it. It's been a perfect excuse. I've had it downloaded, I just haven't started using it. So now I've been doing it every single day, and I'm like very much motivated by the leadership board. So that's also taking some of my brain power too, because like I'm trying to be like one on the leadership boards, and it means that I have to play for like hours and learn new words within hours and practice that. And so that's taking brain space too. And then so like once I got started with that, I'm like, okay, let's do VR. And so like, yeah, so it's just been like a snowball of of like creativity that I'm like now just unleashed. Okay, finally this is closed, but unfortunately it built the wrong thing. Okay, and I didn't even add the open scene too. Add the open scene. Cancel. So switch. Okay, I think I have to exit out, and then file, project settings. No, player settings. Where is it? I think it used to be an edit. No. Build settings, player settings, and then wait, what did I come here for? I came here to switch to target. Okay. Okay, it says Android now. Let me just exit out. File, build settings. It's on Android. Add open scene. What? Why is it? Okay, maybe. Why is it not adding the scene? No, save it. Okay. Oh, that's what it was telling me to do. Let's do VRTK wrap up. Start. I would have figured that out, by the way, though, because I thought that. I was like, well, I probably need to save it. But, yeah. Okay. Build settings. It's on Android. Add open scenes. Okay. And then build and run. I hate that it asks you to like name things 5 million times. VR ramp up. Run. Okay. Build and run. Where's the warning? What happened? 2 errors. Build completed, result of failed. Okay, we had this issue yesterday, and it was basically like I needed to create a new folder, so maybe that's what I'll do again. Build, ramp up, save. That's not a good folder, apparently. Build. Maybe I'll do it in assets. Okay. No. Lord Jesus. Do I just need a whole new folder? My scene hasn't been saved yet. File, save as. It's saved, right? Your scene has been saved. The stream delays in the page. Okay. Uh, come on, man. Always something with you. Always something. Oh, it's an Oculus integration. Build failed. OpenXR backend for Ox. Oh. It should not be used in production building. Yeah. Please uninstall the package and install the XR plugin from the package manager. OpenXR backend for Oculus plugin is disabled, which is required to support Unity. Please open X. Okay, so that's what's happening. It's clashing. Which, by the way, I don't remember even actually actively adding OpenXR, but so was it build settings, player settings? How do I delete this? Does it go to package manager? And the XR plugin, was it open XR? I clicked Oculus. So, but the thing is, when I opened it, OpenXR was already selected, and I had to unselect OpenXR so that way I could select Oculus. And so that's what I did. I unselected OpenXR, and then I selected Oculus all the way through. But I'm guessing the damage was done already. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, we're delayed. So I think I'm here already. So your last instruction to go to XR plugin management option. Did I create a VR template? I don't think so. I installed it. I don't think so. What do you mean by that? When you create your Unity project, oh, I chose VR. Oh yeah, I did choose VR, and I downloaded the template. Is that not? It had to be 3D. So does this mean I did all this for nothing? Requirement is only 3D. Can I just uninstall the VR? Oh, I see. Okay. That's by choosing VR, it automatically installs OpenXR. Got it. Okay, cool. Let's try it. You said I can install it from the package manager, so great. Oh, not in projects. Oh yeah, it should be in project. Open XR. Yeah. Okay, the project is here. So, I kind of want to beat you to it. I want to see how to install it myself. I can do it. I can figure this out. I swear. Okay, this is all of the Oculus engineering. I might be slow about it, but I can try to get there. Okay, there it is. I think I found it. Go to VR, and then there's two package manager, and then here's the Oculus. So go to Oculus OpenXR plugin, and then so it was under a Unity registry, but it's locked. No, I didn't win because I can't. It's locked. Let's see. Oh, unlock. Duh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Unlocked, and then add a package. No, we have options to add package. Okay, if I wanted to remove polybrush, no, I can't. Okay, this is where I would just go to Google. Let me just. I'm gonna Google how to remove a package using package manager in Unity. Open the package. If the package scope is set to built-in packages, select the package you want to remove from the list of packages. Click remove. Open the package. Package scope is set to built-in. Oh, go to built-in. Then click VR again. Okay, yeah, I think that I wasn't in built-in. I was in Unity. Okay, so packages, VR. Oh, just disable all of VR. Packages and project. Okay. Oh, now it says remove. Wait. Oh, maybe I was in a different file. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I mean, like I said, I've gotten there myself, but I appreciate your help helping me for speaking that up. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. So. All right. Cool. So let's get this. So it's out. Hopefully, let's Build settings. Okay, there we go. I was waiting for the device to show up. Oh wait, it's not connecting to my Quest headset. Run device. And confirm Guardian. Okay. Why is it not detecting my headset now? Okay, it's on Android. Okay, maybe refresh. No, let me plug it back in. ODH is connected to it. Just there's a ADB conflict. Okay, select. Oops. Yes. Oh, maybe it's fine. It is never nice. The second you get this close to success, now I won't see my device. Okay, I'm just gonna save everything. File, save. Let me see if ODH is working. If it's working, then yeah. So it picks up my thing. Let me just turn it off just in case. And then I'm gonna go back into Unity. File. Build settings. Default device. Huh. So weird. I'm just gonna I'm gonna close everything and then restart Unity. Save project. File. Exit. Okay. So now Unity is acting like it doesn't know my headset anymore. And everything else is picking it up just fine. So I'm just gonna restart Unity and open the project up again. And maybe I tinkered too much with the. Looks like another Unity instance is running while starting this project. That's not true, but okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna go File, Build Settings, fetching connected devices. Oh, finally it sees it. Okay. Whew. That was nerve-wracking for a little bit. When in doubt, restart all the things. And then let me get ODH back up. So that I can cast. Go ahead and build and run this. Hallelujah. Take off. Let's hope the rocket doesn't explode now that it's left the ground. Unable to start an ADB server. Make sure the Android SDK is properly configured in the editor. Well, who knows the Android thing? Did Unity change? Shoot. Is Unity... No, Office Developer is not open. See the console for more details. Man. Okay, looks like there's something else activated by Android SDK server. Multiple ADB server instances found. And RH is not even on. Okay. Let me try it again. I'm gonna turn it off and on again. Okay. Okay. Got it. It's still detecting multiple. Now it's unable to start it. Make sure it's properly installed and configured. Unable to list connected devices. Fail to find device. Dang, lots going on right now. I didn't even do anything. Command prompt. Oh, interesting. How do I do it? Kill server? Isn't there like an ADB kill server command? Let me remember ADB kill servers. Okay, so I'm missing a hyphen. Okay, and then ADB devices. Okay, it sees my device. Alright, so now let's try it. Build and run. Oh wait, I don't know if it saw my device in here. Cancel. Okay. Yeah, it's not detecting my device now. Alright, well, yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for staying so long. May just need to restart the computer to kill any random. I'm gonna have to get going. Someone said we get it started. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, I'll post an update of like the end result once that hopefully gets going. Will do. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you for even getting me this far. It's already promised, but as we know, the Unity gods are evil. First they're sweet, then they're sour. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, Stone Fox. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and restart my whole computer. So I will be back. I think I might just have some salad or something to snack on as well. So we'll restart everything, which means I have to end the stream because it's gonna start my whole camera and stuff. So I'll come back in like 20-30 minutes or so, and hopefully we'll be able to finish the whole deal. All right. See you. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for all who joined or who are watching after. Feel free to leave comments or feedback or ask any questions. See you.